We are Two Guys Playing Zelda, and you can follow us on Twitter at Two Guys Play Zelda or email us at twoguysPlayingZelda@gmail.com. Welcome to part 4 of our video walkthrough for the Fire Temple, and here we are as we start in part 3 with, you know what the bad thing is, we've still not learned the enemy's name. The Fire Dancer, we start with the same boss, we still know his name, but I think it's the Fire Dancer or the Flame Dancer. It's
something like that.
So.
We probably could have looked that up between commentaries.
Yeah, oh well.
That would involve effort.
Yeah. That would involve preparation, which we like to do these things all natural, so.
It always comes off better that way.
You did a pretty good job right there circling around it.
Yep, I think I did a little better this time than the first time around. You haven't seen me randomly shoot my hook shot into the ceiling yet, which is good.
Like I really don't understand though while we're facing him for a second time.
I know. It's like the first time we faced him, we got to the hammer.
We got to the hammer. I think we also did we get a key the first time or not?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
And this one will lead us to the boss key eventually. But it's still.
I think we get like bombs or something though when we beat him. I guess this is more of a boss fight, a mini boss fight to get you to other areas of the temple.
It really is. So. Yeah, you don't get like a nice reward from it or anything. But
well, we should.
I know, right? But it's just
mini boss reward.
I know, right?
It's like a doggy treat, man.
We've been trained.
We've been trained to get something after a mini boss fight.
Yeah,
we want our treat.
It is just kind of an annoying fight, though. Like we said the first time around, he's not hard. He just takes a lot of hits to take him down. I do think I did a little better on this. I don't climb onto the middle platform.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that happens with Z targeting.
Yes.
Oh, man, he got you there though.
So yeah. You know me, I see fire, I'm gonna run into it.
But I always like when something's different, and this was different at this time. Like we really not seeing an enemy like this.
Yep. And
really, I can't remember seeing an enemy like this in the other Zelda games. Really,
not that I can think of. Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't think of one either. Really. Now Two Guys is not saying there isn't one. We just can't think of one right now.
Yeah.
Because there's probably like 20 of them now that we say it.
You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna be doing one of these commentaries like months from now and be like, oh wait, that's the same guy. You know that's gonna happen. It's inevitable.
Let's see what we get right here. A small treasure chest, probably maybe a key. No, I think it's I thought it was bombs or arrows. No,
well, we picked up bombs from the guy's body, I think. Or maybe it is
bombs.
Do we even use that?
Special crop. Here's a special crop that I was talking about earlier.
I think if we even use them for anything though.
No.
Seems kind of.
I can't even think of it. Yeah, I can't even think we use bombs.
Seems kind of.
Fire Temple. What is Fire Temple?
Here we finally get the boss key
that we talked about and walked through part 3.
Yeah, it is pretty cool how you see this right off the bat. And nice. I did think it was pretty cool how you see this at the very beginning of the dungeon, and you're finally just now getting to it 45 minutes later.
Yeah,
or longer if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, when you walk in there and you see that, though, you should know that, oh, that's a boss key chest, so it's probably, we're not going to get that till the very end.
It's going to be a while,
But they tease you, like you said, I like that, how they tease you from the beginning.
And now that we have the boss key, we'll actually be able to go back to the...
Such a cool chest. I mean, I really like how they did the boss key chest.
That's what they should have put the item in, though. They should put the dungeon treasure in those chests instead of the boss key.
But
personal opinion.
But you always get the dungeon item like midway through. Like this is kind of always at the end of the temple. So
and you're like, hey, you know you're almost at the end.
I'd be cool with either, really. So
it's a nice looking chest. Either way. I like the blue and the gold.
Yeah. I think we make our way now to the. Do we make our way to the boss room now?
Yep, because we got the key, we got the hammer. We're just ready to head back to where we first talked to Darunia. What seems like an eternity ago, honestly. Oh no, he got me.
It is a longer temple, but most of these, as Adult Link, are longer temples.
Yeah, but now that we knocked that pillar down, we can just jump right on across. Which once again raises the question of how the heck Darunia got over there.
Yeah.
That's
magic.
That's a mystery for another day.
Rode the dragon over there, maybe? I don't know.
He may have. Speaking of the dragon, we're about to fight him. Volvagia.
Volvagia
is his name. Fun boss fight. Kind of unique, too.
Yeah. A lot of people, like... I wouldn't say it's their favorite necessarily, but a lot of people really like this boss fight.
It's fun fighting a flying, fire-breathing dragon.
Yeah.
It's like it's.
Yeah, who doesn't want to do that?
Not a tough fight again either.
No. But it brings a whole different aspect of not being like on a level field. Like like he's up in the air. Like it's more verticality, as you've said in some of your other walkthroughs for this dungeon fight or boss fight.
Plus, he's a mean-looking dragon.
Well, it's a dragon, and I'm going to dress him up in pink and have a brawl.
We're not fighting Puff the Magic Dragon here or anything like that.
That'd be cool, though.
That'd be a heck of a fight. Basically, all you gotta do when he pops his head out, you gotta slam him with the hammer
You can use it. Can you use a sword there too?
I think the first time you have to
use a hammer. I think you're right.
And then after that, you can use the sword. Which why it makes any difference, I don't know.
Well, I think you can actually keep on using the hammer, can't you?
Probably.
Okay.
I wonder if it does more damage. I honestly don't know.
I would say the hammer, because we still have the Master Sword right now.
Yeah, we don't have the big golden sword yet.
I would say the hammer probably does more damage.
I
love this part right here. We're just kind of flying around. You can actually see him doing it.
Yep. You just gotta avoid.
Like that. You gotta avoid that.
Those do a lot of damage, though. I think I lost 2 or 3 hearts on that. I mean, getting hit by him does hurt. Which makes sense. He's a boss. I mean,
and then later on, it'll be a little more difficult because they'll switch holes. I guess you could say, like in between holes and stuff. Not really difficult, but
it's a wrinkle. It's a different wrinkle.
As there's different stages to every boss, but this one, like, there's something like it feels like it's completely different.
Yep.
But on the same.
Yeah. Plus the stage where he flies up and he starts knocking down the boulders from the ceiling onto you. It's just it's fun.
You know, I was stretching there. I really didn't have anything good there when I said that. I was looking. It's different, but it's really the same.
I get what you're going for. Yeah. I get what you're going for. Yeah, I'm hurting.
Yeah.
That's why I have fairies in the bottle, though. And honestly, there is a room.
And Red always is out of fairies by the end of the temples.
Yep. I like to use all my health. It's there for a reason.
I went and got it. I'm going to use it.
Exactly. There is actually a couple fairies in pots in the room right before this.
Is there?
Yeah. Okay. You can either get it at the very beginning of the dungeon or at the very end. So, obviously, if you're prepared, you won't need it at the very beginning.
And here's where it starts going in between holes.
Yeah, you said keep an eye for the fire. And
I think it's always the third one.
I believe so. And it's also fun fighting him on this big platform in the middle of a lava lake.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it is a cool boss fight.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know how high I would necessarily put it, but I would put it high in this game.
Yeah, since we're Ocarina of Time, I'd put him pretty high.
Because you saw my Phantom Ganon fight. I ain't putting that very high.
No, Phantom Ganon will not be high on that list. And one of these days, we'll definitely do a bosses countdown for all time.
Oh, definitely.
Or at least for most of them. Maybe not all. Maybe not the handhelds type things.
Oh yeah, we'll get there one day.
One of these days, we'll get there one day. One of these days.
And now, when he swings his hair, does that hurt you or not?
I don't think so. Because I've been, that went right through me.
Yeah. So I always thought that hurt you, but maybe it doesn't.
But after enough hits, he finally sinks back down to the lava, and she comes flying back up.
And then turns into bones, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, bursts into flames and becomes bones.
Yep. Probably not a very pleasant way to die, honestly.
No, I don't want to die that way. I mean, that doesn't look fun at all.
Yeah. Even for a beast that's apparently made of fire, it's probably still not very fun.
And now that we beat this one, actually we'll be going on next to get the big Goron sword.
Yes, we
after
will.
this, which is definitely something you want to do before the water temple.
Very worth your time to grab that before as soon as possible. So it makes a lot of things easier as the game goes on. But now that we've defeated Volvagia and got our heart piece, that wraps up our walkthrough for the fire temple.